everyone act like these guys. So we're Logan. We're just basically
Shuffling forward.
Shuffling forward.
Yeah.
Immediate action. See if we can act like one of the zombies.
Not too hard. You just have to pretend you haven't had a drink in a while, and it fits right in.
Damn it.
Let me find it real quick here. And there they are. Right. You see. Load, damn it, load. There we go. As you go into the cave, you see a bunch of these guys under that picture there with whips that are helping direct the people further in toward the thing. They're like, whoosh, whoosh, and the people are like, ow. So, yeah. And now the creatures. Oh, give me sandy rolls, please, for the hideous Morlocks that you can see there with their white furry hair and arms and bare blue chest and red kilts. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
5 minutes.
Yeah, 0 if you make it. D6 if you're of a more nervous disposition.
0 if you make it.
Yeah, 0 if you make it.
We're max at 12.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yay. How you doing, Corey?
I thought I rolled it. It didn't come across. Well, then try again.
You suck. It's because you muted yourself. It fails to roll when you do that. Oh, you guys are like, they are not that fucking scary. But it's I'm guessing the flashlights are not on yet.
No.
Cool. No worries. Yeah, they're just whipping people into the darkness. Pretty much toward where Alex told you guys the gate was located.
Just how dark is it? Kind of a still.
It's movie dark, so that the camera can still see stuff, but it's kind of a dim twilighty thing. So you can.
Are they communicating?
Nah, they're just happily whipping the shit out of the humans.
Okay, so they're not making any language attempts, or they're not talking to each other or shouting commands or anything.
No, not even. Everybody, give me a luck roll. If you fail it, then you get a whip, because there's a whip, there's a way.
Is there any writings or inscriptions or hieroglyphs or anything?
Not in here. Now, the Morlocks get to make their spot hidden as a group. One of them goes, and he points toward Alex Kinley.
Oh, crap, we got the disguise.
Yes.
I rolled a critical luck roll.
All right, you are not getting whipped. How'd the other two do?
Yeah, I succeeded by half.
-30.
Ah, right. Cool. Several of them rush forward to grab Alex Kinley.
I tap his forehead to turn on the light.
They say, and they begin retreating. Right. One of them has something special they've been keeping, and he is attempting a throw at Alex. Oh, something hits you in the chest for no damage, Alex.
What piece of shit?
Yes. He says, you look at it and goes,
back.
Yes.
Got one in my pocket I've been saving.
No problem. Yes, pretty much through the power of cell phones, you have several of them on the run. Unfortunately, he's only looking one direction at a time, and so the others are like trying to get in like side attacks and stuff, and then he looks at them and they go, ah. So he's holding them off barely. Now this is it.
What?
I'll turn mine on as well then.
Oh, that really helps. Now they're like, it's beginning. They're beginning to like try to hurry some of the humans forward and retreat at the same time.
No, fuck that. We're getting in their way. We're trying to block some of them off so they can't get to them.
Are you other two doing this as well? Because Alex is burrowing through the other people like a mole.
Yeah, I'll follow his lead.
All right. You
Yeah.
don't have a cell phone on your head, do you?
I don't think so.
I can toss you one,
Oh, okay.
but it's not going down your head, so.
All right.
Right. Everybody give me maneuver rolls as it's not taped to your head. That'd take a couple of combat rounds at a minimum and be hilarious.
Got it.
Maneuver.
Oh, fumble.
Freddy gets knocked down and trampled by many people.
Unfortunately, I do not
Where
have.
is, oh, is it dodge or what is maneuver under?
Dex maneuver dodge.
Dodge.
Okay.
It's just below the.
It's in core skills at the top.
Freddy's light disappears as Freddy, you're knocked down on the ground and you're getting stepped on. You're going to take minor damage, but more importantly, the cell phone seems to have been broken or disrupted or something. Roll a d6 damage on yourself as various people walk over you, some of which are wearing bowling shoes. The bowling shoes have made it more painful. It's 2 real, 3 stun.
Oh, duh. There it is. Oh,
come on, give me another fumble, Corey. Damn. Right.
Nope.
No problem. At negative 30, you see where Freddy went down, and his light has been extinguished from this world.
I will bail him out of his difficulty.
All right. Alex is over there he's essentially driving off the Morlocks and trying to keep some of the people. They did get many, but some of the people from going in. And right. Pretty much Alex doesn't even need to make any rolls. From you, I need a grapple roll to see if you can save Freddy from the fire, so to speak, as he's being walked over by the equivalent of a marching band, which is very tragic because his father went out the same way. It was a marching band followed by a circus. They had elephants. There was not much left to bury, but you did the best you could, Freddy.
Is it grapple special?
Special.
I mean, it has brackets around it that says special.
Oh, this is normal grapple. I'm right now not even remembering what the special grapple is. It'll come to me later, maybe. Yeah, normal grapple.
Okay.
Yeah, it's that one. It's the only one that's there.
You can do it.
It's not that one. It's the other one.
No, there is the other one. It's
that one. Okay.
Yeah, it's that one.
If you fumble, you may get sucked down with him because people are it's like a very slow stampede. You're doing the dramatic hand thing, and it's like, the figure, no. And it's just like when Sylvester Stallone drops some bimbo off of a cliff, but it's less dramatic than that because he's just laying there being walked on.
Logan, does the bracelet have a light source?
No, not really. It has a very dim light. So, I mean, if you're in complete darkness, it'd be like the equivalent of the green screen monitors of the old computer days. So kind of super dim light.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Are the people aware now, or are they still zombified kind of deal?
Unless they've actually been whipped. They're zombified. The ones that were whipped are like, stop it. And they're getting driven toward the thing. But otherwise, they're just walking. You're not really sure why they were whipping them. They didn't need to. Could just be for fun. Or maybe they all wanted checks in their whip skill.
Good point. So I can't get to Freddy.
Not quite. If you wait a bit, then the people, unfortunately for Freddy, Alex seems to be getting them out of their stupor, and so it looks like they're now going to be running back. So you're going to have one more chance to get him up, because before they're just walking over him. Now they're going to be trampling him by running over him as they're trying to get to the exit, because they're like,
And I can't
Huh?
get up at all, or
Yes,
move out the way.
you can try. From you, I will need a strength roll to. I'm gonna get up, even if I have to knock some people out of the way.
Okay, strength it is. Nope.
No, you cannot get up at all. You're apparently like, I'm melting, and so
Yeah,
it all comes down
rocket.
to. It all comes down to some psychologist who doesn't have any special grapple stuff. Alex, give me a spot hidden roll to see the peril over there.
Yes.
You see that, but there's also a couple of Morlocks who are trying to flank you because you can only shine your phone light on one at a time by wildly looking at it. And it goes, and the other one's like, and then you go, and it goes, and then meanwhile, back there, they're having problems, and you see dramatic gripping attempts failing, and it looks like the people are now rushing back toward him. Many of them, they're going to trample the shit out of him. What do you do, Alex? What do you do? Kinley.
How long will it take me to get to them?
If you just bowl through the people in front of you, which would require a lot of strength, then not long. You maybe just by knocking aside all the people on the way who are rushing toward him to attempt to trample him. Great. Give me an amazing strength roll. Okay. Yeah. He bowls his way through. He manages to get over. Give me a grapple roll there, Doc, to attempt to get him out of there. Alex Kinley's on his way. You can tell by the amount of people falling down and then subsequently getting whipped by the Morlocks. He does this a couple times on your face. You go, I got you. You're like, and then he let go again. So he's not great.
Damn it. My palms are sweaty.
That's not my arm.
That's a card. And yeah, well, whatever you had hold of there, Corey, it seemed to really revitalize it.
Oh, that's not good.
So, yeah, Alex gets there, and Alex, give me a grapple roll to reach down and pluck him from the jaws of defeat and insanity. You feel like you're in a pit, Freddie. I mean, you're just laying on the goddamn ground. How hard can this be? I mean, even if he doesn't do it, you probably can stand up. I'm going to give you strength at a big bonus because there's not many people left because Alex knocked most of them down trying to get over here. But, it's more dramatic to have him try to grapple you right now.
Makes sense.
He picks you up by the belt and holds you aloft. Goes, God damn, is he strong, you think?
Strong like bull.
He announces, and then he gets whipped in the back.
More.
More like looks at its whip and back over to Alex like
He gets a hard on. That's the way I like
very
it.
excited.
More. Harder.
What's your safe word, Alex?
Safe word is harder.
I don't believe in.
I don't have a safe word.
Wow. So you guys are all together. You've been put back up on your feet there, Freddie, by a strong like bull guy. Alex is pretty much just doing the rock thing, and the tide of humanity is rushing around him, hence around you guys. You're thinking that your choices right now are either stay or go. If you go, it'll be with a bunch of our people. If you stay, who knows? But also, you guys see that the big metal doors are beginning to slowly rumble closed.
Alex, what if you just run through the gate?
To get out? I mean, we worked
Yeah.
so hard to get in.
I mean, I don't know. No, I
You don't
meant the
have
other
much time
gate. The other gate, not the entrance.
Dun,
The
dun, dun,
zone.
dun, 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 dun.
Oh, yeah, like where the people were all being funneled to?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Dun, dun,
Yeah, fuck it.
dun, dun.
It's the
Who
only thing.
knows what horrors lie beyond there?
Where does that one go? Do we know where that goes?
What's the tunnel?
Yeah,
Alex seems distracted.
The gate.
the gate, the realm gate.
Okay.
The one in
Yeah.
here.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah, we're staying, of course.
dun. With a note of finality, like a death drum. Some of the humans beat on it. No!
Crap, I have one more. I have one more phone left. I'll pull out my normal non-burner phone and put the
Oh
light
my
on.
God. It's like, oh, you can feel the goodness of the phone, and you know that soon it will be destroyed. No, it's not under warranty. No.
Crap.
You turn it on. Alex looks around at you. It keeps blinding you every time he looks at you, like, what? What?
Alex, what's the plan?
Plan?
The plan, we're surrounded.
Let's follow the people.
As you're standing there
The,
talking,
the Morlocks are surrounding us.
yes, exactly.
All right.
That's what I'm saying. What's the plan?
Kill everything.
All right. No. Okay. So I draw my gun and I point it up at the ceiling, and I shoot it once. So the 45 makes a huge noise down here, and I say, "Listen up, you primitive screwheads! This is my boomstick."
Excellent. No problem. Give me a pistol roll. Don't fumble, because then it'll either knock a big rock onto your head or ricochet or something horrible.
Okay, no problem. Oh, here it is. Damn it! It doesn't go through all the time.
And talk to the tech support guy.
Do you have a value in it? What is it in the box? Oh, okay.
Ooh, I failed, but I didn't fumble.
Okay, that's all I was curious about. No problem. You guys get to find out something interesting. Loud noises apparently don't mess with these guys. They begin to whip the shit out of you, entering standard combat.
Yay.
Heroes are first, villains are second. All the villains' stun is healed. Yay, they say. Any action you have to roll for if you succeed is approved. So, going through the list, Freddy, what do you do?
Quick draw sword is. I mean, drawing a sword is an action, right?
It is, unless you make a quick draw.
Yeah, I don't have that. I'm just going to draw my sword.
It's a good
Normally.
opportunity to build up a new skill.
Oh, yeah, it's a good point, actually. Yeah, I'll quick draw my sword.
Go for it.
Fast draw. Let me just find what it is. Fast draw. Swords. A pistol.
Yeah, fast draw sword. Basically, you're just going for learn at this point.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Fast draw sword. Nope, failed.
All right. And you slowly, ominously take out your sword this round. Corey, what do you do?
Is there one? Do they all look the same?
Pretty much.
Is there one that's advancing further than the rest, like to whip me?
No, they're all staying back and using their whips, which are very long, in order to whip you guys because they don't like the light.
Stupid idiots.
I'm going to shoot one in the head.
Great.
Or just shoot one in general.
Go for it. You're guessing that there's less than a dozen or two here.
As an example. I'm trying to
Of course.
make an example.
I like it.
Since the noise didn't scare him off.
Now.
All right. So that's just straight pistol roll, yes?
Yes.
Whoop. Nope.
You
Almost
shoot
a fumble.
in their direction. And Kinley, what do you do?
Fast draw sword.
Shang.
Rah! Now you're in trouble. Alright, I simple action over to the nearest
I
one.
thought your sword was in a pocket.
Choppity chop chop.
Oh, yeah. Give me a willpower ×3 roll to pull out your sword because it's in a pocket. Remember, this is not an easy zone for magic. Or is it times 3 or times 1? Hold on, let me look up Burlington. Burlington. Yep. No, you get a good point there. Magic. No, magic times 1. Willpower times 1 to pull out your sword.
Times 1?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
No, it doesn't happen.
All right. If your sword fails to come to you this round, you're like, that's not good.
He pretends to chop them anyway.
I like it. All right. And now we go for the Morlocks. Let's see. One attack on each of you. There's more that are milling around in Hollywood fashion. Corey, 1 hit. Hey, everybody else will make loud whipping noises at you. Corey takes 2 points of damage.
Ow.
Yeah.
Is it all real?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Now we go to next round. It looks like you have to beat them to death with your penis, Alex. Heroes are first and have a small chance of getting knocked down if they take damage. Villains are second. Pulling out a weapon is oddly enough approved. So we're going over to Freddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk over to one of them and stab him with the sword.
Just walking over to him, he's like, because you got your phone.
Yeah.
This is all going on YouTube. All right. And
The damage.
keep track of your 3. Corey, what do you do?
I will attempt to shoot another one,
All right.
or just one.
Sure.
I would like to succeed once
That'd
in
be nice.
shooting somebody.
We'd all like that.
Oh, just in case it matters, this is a silver sword. I don't know if it matters, but yeah.
Got it.
I succeeded.
Excellent. Roll damage.
I do not know how much damage this gun does.
This is the Old West gun.
Yes,
Keep careful track of your ammo. It's only got 6 shots, but it counts as
I am indeed.
Yep, it counts as a heavy pistol. Do you have a dex of 80 or better?
Dex of 80?
Uh-huh.
No.
All right.
Impossible.
It does D10. If your dex ever gets better, then it'll do a little bit more.
How do I know what my dexterity is?
Dex maneuver dodge is a skill.
No, it's at 60, which is all it can be right now.
When it goes up 20 points, let me know. So, right, D10. Roll high.
How's that?
It's pretty fucked up. You can tell it can't handle one more like that. Not for sure. Can probably handle a lot less than that, actually. Alex, it appears magic has failed you. What do you do?
I do nothing.
All right. And Alex hangs out. Okay. So it's up to you two to stop the Morlock menace. And we go to the Morlocks. One attempts to whip him. No. Corey, no. Alex, yes. At last.
2 damage grades less.
Okay, rolling a D3. It actually did more damage that time. 3 points.
That's a D6.
Yeah, I don't have D3 on my thing, so I go 1 or 2 equals 1, etc.
Oh, okay.
So,
Shouldn't it be D2?
no, the minimum damage is D3. So pretty much using a D4 weapon, you get 1 reducto, and that's about it, because it only goes down to D3. So it's better if somebody's using a sword or something nasty. So, right, we now go to, and the other ones are maneuvering around. You're only getting 1 attack because you're able to shine light on somebody. If you didn't shine light on somebody, you'd be getting 2, maybe 3 attacks. But the light seems to pretty much completely fuck them up.
Oh, also, Logan, you better make sure you put that into the sword trick description.
It's for all magic, dude.
No, but it's never come up before.
It's supposed to.
It's never come up before. You've never got us to roll a willpower to pull something out to put back. Put in, yes.
I'm
you're casting the spell.
Well, you're casting the spell to get out. Well, you're not casting the spell to get out, but it's reliant on the magic. I just haven't forgotten.
Never come up before.
Can do. Let me break combat to go add that in real quick. Let's see. Pocket. And there's there, and there is in. There. Cool. Posted on the board and everything. So, right. Let's see. I believe it's time for a new round.
Yep.
So, heroes are first, maneuvers approved.
What if I went over and gave Alex my sword? Is that my entire round?
Yes, and him taking it would be his
Yeah.
round.
Okay, I'm gonna go do that because
That's
he
a
does
good
way
idea.
more damage. Yeah, I'm
He's
just gonna do
pretty
that.
good with the sword. Okay. And Corey, what do? The one's heavily wounded and it's retreating because it has no interest in fighting to death. You've still got a couple more there.
Seeing that Freddy's doing what I was considering doing, so that's covered. I will see if I can shoot the fleeing bastard. Or maybe, no, you know what? I'm not a murderous, bloodthirsty. He's retreating, so I'll shoot another one.
Go for it.
I mean, I'm not bloodthirsty yet, but...
Joshua McKay, who was at one point the nicest guy, has become bloodthirsty. It's weird.
Yeah.
So it's a hit. It's slash roll d10.
I got it. Okay, I hit him. 3 points.
He looks annoyed. And Ginley, take sword.
So,
Ching. You are now super duper dangerous. And we now go to bad guys. One tried to whip Freddy in the back, nearly killing himself. And meanwhile, one tries to get the doc, taking a fumble card, and on Kinley, apparently two are going to self-destruct. So first up, the one on the dock whips one of his buddies. Yeah. And his buddy goes, "Wah!" And the one on Kinley massively fucking strains himself. He takes 6 points of damage. So you've got one that's taken 6 points of damage over there, Kinley, if you need an easy kill.
He's softening himself up for him.
Uh-huh. You notice that they're beginning to kind of waver a bit. Next round. Between some guy shooting pistols and stuff, they're getting a little nervous. Villains are first, however. Defending is approved. Is anybody doing any kind of dodging around or parrying or anything?
Not those rolls.
I mean, I can parry. Wait, no, I can't. I have no weapon. Nope, never mind.
I was gonna say you can fist parry if you roll martial arts also.
That sounds dangerous though.
That's super dangerous.
You can just go
Yeah, no, I'm good.
defensive and choose dodge.
Why is fist parrying super dangerous? Just out of curiosity.
If you make your fist parry but fail martial arts, then you stick your arm in the way and go, hit me. And they go, bing, auto hit.
But you could dodge too, right?
You could use your round to dodge, and that counts as an active defense if you want to get a card out of it.
Yeah, I do. I like cards.
Okay, active defense. How about Freddy?
Nah, I'm alright.
Okay.
Do I roll my dodge, or does that matter?
It might. Give me a second. First on Freddy. One whips the shit out of you for not dodging. Freddy, take 4 points. Corey, one's attempting to whip you. Give me a dodge roll.
Nope.
You are rewarded with 1 point of damage, and it gives you a semi. And on Alex, wow.
I don't get a card though, right? Because I was unsuccessful.
Correct. And on Alex, you take 1 point of damage.
Yeah, I'll take that. You know you won't roll dice again.
Oh, right. I'd go with the 1 myself. The wounded one is retreating. So they've lost 2 guys already out there.
Which wounded one?
There's 2.
One that
I
took
shot
6
2 of
points.
them.
Yeah, well,
He's trained himself, so he can't
3
move
actually.
very fast.
no, he isn't moving that fast, but he is trying to retreat.
No, he's getting killed.
Okay. First, we go to Freddy. What do you do?
I'm gonna pass through a knife.
Go for it.
Try to. Yeah,
Hey,
and then I'm gonna walk up and try and stab one of them.
excellent. You move over to 1 and give him what for?
Yay! That's a small
Knife,
small knife
D4.
people.
Mm-hmm. He looks annoyed. Corey, we already know what you did, and
I attempted to dodge poorly.
It's a good idea to do. And Alex, you slowly stalk after the one and try to chop him from behind with this strange, smallish sword.
It feels so light.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Damage.
And martial arts sword.
Right. This is only a D8 sword, normally. For mortals. Oh my god, he failed martial arts, so you're up to D10 total.
D8 plus strength is D10.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to use a D4 damage card.
Oh. So D10 plus D4.
Up to 20.
Wow.
It falls over then. Yeah, just enough damage to take it out because it fucked itself up. So, next round. Villains are first. Lighting one of them on fire is approved. If only you'd brought the Coleman lantern. Villains for their round. Flee into the darkness toward the gate thing. They're all attempting to run.
You can chase.
Yeah, I'm gonna chase them as well.
Hold on, Matt. That won't be necessary. You can walk after them as they're doing the monster shamble. It's kind of like it's almost like they were guys in shitty monster suits trying to run, and you guys walk after them. So everybody go ahead and, let's see, Freddy, what do you want to do? One's shambling away from you. Okay.
Yeah, I tried to stab it and failed.
Go for it.
Yeah, I failed already.
Okay. And Doc?
I will use my last bullet.
Okay.
Well, loaded bullet.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I'm sure you've got a gunfighter's belt of more bullets that will take more time to put back in the gun than you want to spend.
I missed.
Nice. And Alex did
10 damage.
all right. It's like it pulls itself off of your sword and continues shambling, trying to hold on to its front, and the blood's all coming out the back. It ain't happy. And right. Let's see. Next round. They're making kind of noises. Heroes are first, villains are second. Instead of doing any attacks and stuff, telling someone what the worst thing you've ever done is. starting with Freddy. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm just gonna attack him.
All right,
do
you
that.
continue. Stab, 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 stab. It takes forever with this fucking knife.
Ah,
All right,
damn it.
and over to Doc.
I will holster my gun.
Done.
And
over to
Well, can I talk to or no?
you got. If you want to do the approved action, yes.
Yeah. I was gonna say, this reminds me of that time that I tried autoerotica asphyxiation just so that I could experience what other people that I was treating experienced. It was really an awkward and real low moment for myself.
Take a card. And over to Kinley. What do you do?
10.
On the same guy?
Not on a different one, just to fuck with him.
Right. It looks a lot like you're going stab, stab. Yeah. This isn't bad for a knife. And he thinks it's a knife. And
It's a butter knife.
right. They begin disappearing through their gate and stuff. We now go to next round. This round, heroes are first. Screaming in terror is approved. Right. Unfortunately for all of them, we're going to start with Freddy.
All right. Oh, it's a crit. Yay. What does that mean? What does that crit do in combat?
Roll damage twice. Add them together.
Oh,
Maximize
okay.
your
Let me
fun.
do the martial arts thing. Oh, failed. And roll damage twice.
So 5 plus. How much did you do total before?
2, I think. Oh, 3? 3. Yeah, 3.
3. Okay. It's pretty fucked up. Keep track of your damage. And over to Doc.
I will draw the rapier.
You don't want to try and fast draw it?
Oh, what the hell? Sure.
See if the blade flips off the end and just. I've seen worse.
Sure.
Fumble deck's a lot of fun.
Sword. Fumble.
Perfect. And over to the fumble deck. Come on, something fun for Logan.
Wait.
Right.
Do you want to keep that fumble?
Or-
no.
Maybe roll it.
Oh,
Okay, fine.
He goes shing, and the sword goes clatter, clatter, clatter. He goes, ha. And we go over to Alex. Stab, stab, stab of the jungle, stab as he can be. Stab, stab, stab of the jungle, look at that fucking tree. Stab, stab, stab.
I will finish the first one I stabbed with 3. So you got 13.
All right, yeah, it goes down howling. And right,
You die.
you next round, you guys are the only ones on this side of the gate, aside from corpses or those 2 wounded to move. Heroes are first, maneuvers approved. So if you want to maneuver through the gate into God knows what kind of thing.
I want to try and knock one of them down and subdue them basically. Grapple
Well,
with
the
them.
only ones left on your side are pretty fucked up ones that
Yeah,
people
I'll grab one of those.
All right, great. Give me a grapple roll to basically, I'm not even going to ask for a strength roll because they're weak from blood loss, possibly from Alex being in the room.
Grapple.
Alex is wandering around stabbing him. He still has some pieces of shit on his shirt and stuff because, they ambushed him.
What happened? Oh, there it is.
I'd like to pick up my sword.
Oh. Shing.
Yep.
Would you like to do the Zelda thing after doing so?
Yes.
All right.
I don't suppose that counts as a maneuver, does it?
Yeah.
I'm moving through the gate.
All right.
Ah!
Alex disappears into the monster-infested God knows what's on the other side.
I failed the grapple.
All right. No problem. It's very slowly getting away. And it says, and it's trying to shield its eyes from your fucking phone. And, right. Come on, give me a setback so these phones can fail. Right. Meanwhile, we go into next round where the monsters realize they're trapped in the caves with Alex. Heroes are first. Oh, you're in a different zone now. You're not sure what the magic is here, but enjoy. Heroes are first, villains are second. High-fiving another PC is approved. As you two stand among the corpses and stuff, it is a great opportunity to do so. The wounded, actually, there's one of the wounded ones that you were going to grapple and missed. It's standing near the gate, like it wants to go through, but it just saw Alex go through, and so now it's filled with angst. It's not
I'm gonna
what to do.
try and grapple that one again.
All right, it's going to attempt to push you away, but it's at such negatives from you took
I
my
failed
cards.
anyway.
Who's taking my cards away?
Oh, is this yours? Sorry.
Yeah,
Moving all
And
the-
There's a lock it up down there too, which we need to keep those 2 victory cards down there, just in case.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
these are the cards I'm just using for combat and stuff. Also, just so you know, if you make a box around them with the mouse thing, Matt, then it will highlight all of them, and you can drag them as a group if you wanted to. So yeah, it's doing the with you while it's trying to hold its stomach together.
Yeah, I failed, so yeah.
Excellent. They're doing the slap fight. Corey, what do you do?
Well, I was gonna high five Freddy, but he seems to be busy. Well, actually,
high five the back of his head.
since he's fucking up his grapple, I'll high five his fist as I make my way towards the gate.
Excellent. Take a card. It shows like Freddy's shirt, and it has all these different foot imprints and stuff, and one pair of unexplainable hooves. And over to Alex Kinley, you go through, and there's a bunch of screaming humans and such who are being put into a big machine type thing, and other Morlocks are trying to get the attention of different Morlocks. Again, it's movie dark, so it's kind of dark, but not super dark. Dim isn't our way to describe it.
I'd go in chopping.
All right, yeah, they stop trying to get the Iron Morlock's attention and just kind of attempt to save themselves as one goes. It's making horrible noises. Yeah, we now go to.
This was my Father of the Year T-shirt.
I forgot you keep wearing a goddamn T-shirt. Well, wait, aren't you still in your pajamas? The T-shirt might be under. Yeah.
Save the T-shirt. Save the T-shirt.
Yay! All right, and we now go to.
These were my favorite pajamas.
Let's see. 3 of them are going to try to grab you, Alex, but one of them's got light in his eyes, probably the one you're stabbing. One of them has managed to grab you. It's hideously strong. Unfortunately for it, it hasn't met you. Next round. Villains are first, heroes are second. Dancing, if you must make the dance roll, is approved. We're going to start off with Freddy, who's slap fighting a monster.
Okay. Did you say villains are first or hero?
Oh shit. The one it thinks it can, well, no. It's going to try to make a crit because that's what it needs in order to affect you because you've got a light in its face. It fumbles. Oh, of course it does. Hold on, let me see what happens to it here. It has no held items. Let's see. If bad guy's close by, you throw your stuff at his feet. Nope. It doesn't have any. Actually, no. It throws its whip at your feet. Like, there you go. And let's see. Going over to Corey. There's no creatures attacking you, so we're going to go to Alex. Okay, first off, the one that has you grappled is going to attempt to pick you up. It has a strength of a massive 80. Yours is like 100, so that means it needs less than a 30 to do this. But it's going to try, because that way it can hold you aloft. It says, you are now off of the ground in an awkward position. And the other monster attempts to come over and hit you while you're doing this. Holy crap. They're just beating you like a drum. Going down to D3. I didn't forget this time. Ding. 2 points. Half and half. They would normally do more, but... So, yes, one's holding you up and the other one's hitting you like you're some sort of sword-wielding pinata. Going over to the human side, we got Freddy. What are you up to with your...
Apple.
Okay.
I want to subdue him. Damn it. Dead. Finally.
You've got hold of it. It's hideously wounded. It's given you its whip already in hopes of pacifying you, but this is not working out for it. It goes and thrashes about weakly.
Oh.
Well, it might still be stronger than you, even at its -30. I don't know. Over to Doc. What are you up to?
I'm going to go through the gate.
Okay, you see Freddy's got one of these things that's looking like it wants to tear his face off, but it's having problems.
Yeah, I know, but
No
I'm
problem.
worried about our senior friend.
Got it. You go through the gate. Give me a maneuver roll because there's a couple corpses that are on the floor here.
Okay.
Is that the one holding you that's taking that?
I failed.
Cool. Even at your negative, I think that you hit. Corey, you fall over one of the corpses that Alex has left, and another one falls onto you. That it was holding him, and then Alex is on top of it. And so you're now part of a monster sandwich with Alex Kinley getting ready to hump the whole thing. This is making you nervous. You feel uncomfortable. Next round. Heroes are first, villains are second. Blowing kisses is approved, but I don't recommend it for Corey or Freddy, actually. The monsters will get totally the wrong idea. So start with Freddy. What are you up to? You've got it.
Yeah, what do I need to do to like pin it down to the ground, basically?
We're going to go strength versus strength, or you could use your dex versus its strength. Which are you better at, dex or strength?
They're both the same, but I'll do dex.
All right, dex it is. So what is your dex?
60.
60. Its strength is normally 80. It's been reduced to 50 due to hideous wounds, so you're 10% bonus, so you need a 60 or less.
Okay. 60 or less it is. Nope, failed.
You dance with the monster for a while, going over to the dock. You've got a monster and Alex Kinley on top of you and a monster underneath you. How would you like to try again? You could use contortions or you could strength.
Jeez, I'm not good at either of those. Hold on.
You could ride.
Oh, wait.
Can say, save me, Alex, save me. You can hope somebody doesn't put a big plastic sword through the sandwich that you would become.
I don't have any good cards. I guess I will just try. Acrobatics don't work, right?
No, but you can make you can try breakdancing from the waist down and not moving.
I guess. Jesus.
You ride helplessly.
Contortions, I guess. I don't know.
Go for it. If you fail, if you fail contortions, you may be seen as writhing sensuously by the monsters.
Is contortions on it? Yeah, it is. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Contortions. Let's go. Why not?
Don't fumble. Alex is sticking his sword through
I made it. Look at that.
You managed to separate your legs just in time as the sword goes down through a wounded monster and goes ching on the ground and then it gets withdrawn. Shows Alex stab, 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 stab. And you managed to get out of that and you're back on your feet going, what the fuck is going on? Now he's like stab, stab, stab. I'm not even getting up. Stab, stab, stab. So, right. You notice several of the other Morlocks have fucking said, fuck this, and are running. There's about 4 or 5 that are like they're thinking they can take Alex now since he's like knocked down on the ground and they're getting more of a chance to get him and he seems intent on killing everything. So they try to whip him because they don't want to close range. So we're going to do 2 attacks on him real quick. One of them might just hit, reduce damage. 3 points. Ow. You feel aroused now.
For me.
Yeah. Yeah, you're the only threat that they're really perceiving. The guy who managed to breakdance his way out of the sandwich, they're not as worried about as Mr. Kill Everybody. These are doing the fighting retreat for the rest of their tribe because they don't want you to kill off.
Like with a D6.
That's D3.
Oh, right.
So, right, we now go to next round. I'm now imagining Freddy slowly and sensuously dancing with his monster.
Yeah, pretty much.
Heroes are first. Threatening someone's approved. So, Freddy, you're in a good position to threaten the monster you've been dancing
No, I
around
want to
with.
just put him down.
All right. So, 60 or less.
Yay!
Hey, he's on the ground. It says it attempts to get free, but it can't because you are much more dexterous than it is strong, especially wounded like this. You have the feeling if it wasn't wounded, you'd be in for a hell of a fight.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Over to Doc. It looks like Alex is working on Corpse City here.
Well,
He's down on the ground, though, so you're noticing he's at a negative, but his skill in sword is so high he has failed to acknowledge this. If you wanted to spend your round literally picking him up off the ground, you could do that to return him back into no negative, so to speak.
well, he looks pretty happy. I don't
He
know
looks,
if I.
he looks really grisly happy, yeah. And the fact that he's doing this in his pajamas is not helping the monsters.
I will attempt to lessen the amount of whips on him by stabbing a
Go for
nearby.
it. You've got a sword in your hand.
I do.
Excellent. Go for
All right.
it. If you were, well, you're not very good at it.
No.
Never mind.
Failed.
You menace one with a sword.
Arg.
Yep, it still makes you're at negative 30 on your stuff until you stand up there, Alex. But you're making it well enough that you don't care. So you're still laying down and killing shit. No problem. You chop one in the leg as you're laying there, and it starts hopping around. It seems angry. Right, you've only got one guy that's going to try to whip Alex, and then one's going to try to deal with the upstart Doc. So first on Alex, it nearly fumbled. Apparently hopping on one foot and using a whip are not synonymous. And over on Doc, this one's just going to try to bite your face off. Nearly fumbled. God damn, I have some horrible monsters. And right, yours underneath you rises about sensuously. You feel uncomfortable. Because it's in negatives because you keep shining a light in its face. So it has, normally it has a 30 skill, but it's stunned when you shine light in its face, and that means it has no skill. So it rises about sensuously. Next round.
You've been using my native 30 with my light source.
Yeah. I've just been negating one of the possible attacks because you're shining a light in somebody's face. There's like 4 guys around. Doc's now on 1, and only 2 were trying to whip you because the other one's going, eh. So if you had a Coleman lantern, maybe all of them would be doing that, but there's just no telling. Heroes are first. Swinging a chain is approved. There are chains and stuff in this room, but it would take a round to pick one up, so no real help there. Freddy's first.
Can I use the lasso as an improvised, like, tie him up kind of a thing?
You have a lasso?
Well, he threw one on the ground.
That was a whip, but you could
Oh,
try.
whip, sorry.
Whip.
Yeah, whip.
This round, you pick up the whip. We now go to Doc.
I will stab at thee. Right? Why not? Oh, stupid thing. Yeah, I hit.
Do you have martial arts sword?
I no, not sword.
You could try martial arts sword, which in your case would be a learn roll, but it may fuck up your whole attack if you try it and fumble. Then you go straight to the fumble deck.
No, I'll just use a regular sword attack. This one.
Damage.
It is D8. Yes.
Yes. Bog standard swords D8. Okay. It is annoyed. Meanwhile, in Alex, there's the hopping dude. He's trying to hop away from you.
I'll get up this one.
All right. I was going to say you could crawl after him. I refuse to stand up and use my own legs. Right. The bad guys for their round attempt to flee. Corey's guy goes. He was off like a shot. Alex Kinley's guy is fumbling like a shot, and the other guy who keeps getting blinded, yay! He doesn't do it, but the one that fumbled, wrong target. He runs into the wall and knocks himself down. Alex is now standing over him with the sword, and he goes, "Grr!" We now go to probably the last round. Villains are first, heroes are second, and get a free reroll. Gripping a sheathed or holstered weapon is approved. Right, Morphly. The one on the floor rolls to its feet. It rolls anyway. It flops over that way. And so you're at a plus 30 to hit that one. The other ones are shambling off into darkness, and Corey's draws a fumble card, and your guy has pretty much no chance of getting up. You're tying him up with a whip this round, dude.
Yeah.
Let's see, the one who fumbled, Corey, you're at a plus 30 to hit this guy who's trying to flee from you because he is wildly inept. He's trying to dodge into your weapon. So let's see, Frey ties us up. Corey, go for a sword of plus 30. Best way to use a sword. Is that a big bonus?
Yeah, and I'm also probably going to try martial arts since I get a free reroll anyway.
That's a really good thinking there. Okay,
on that.
The sword's pretty good. So go for the martial arts. You get a free reroll. So worst comes to worst, unless you roll 2 fumbles in a row, you're fine.
I will reroll that. I will reroll that.
Wow.
Hooray!
It's Logan. He curses everything I do.
For decades.
No,
All
just
right.
a fail.
Just
Okay.
fail. So for a crit, it's 2d8 essentially. So, do you have any kind of knots or ropes or whatever skill there, Freddie?
No,
Cool.
not really.
Try a learn roll to pick up knot tying, and don't forget you get a free reroll.
All right, hold on.
I got 6, Logan, so that's a total of 9 on that guy.
He's really fucked up. He's still active, but he's super fucked up. Looks like.
Rolling away from me, take another 4.
Don't forget, since you've got free reroll, if you wanted to use that on damage, you could.
Yeah, so I'll do that on the damage.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's much better.
No problem. It's super duper fucked up. Going for
That
you.
was one that already tipped 4.
And then he's super dead. And
Damn it.
right, you're caressing him with the whip as it's laying there right next to you.
I'll get
It
there
doesn't know
eventually.
what to make of this.
In the background, 1970s porno music begins playing.
He's like, I'm about to get raped, aren't I?
Like it's clenching its butt right now in hopes that nothing violates it. Oh, and right, it looks like the rest of them have gone. You guys notice that Freddie has not joined you. You're a bit concerned about what's going on with him. Maybe he is being killed even as you stand here.
He looked pretty good when I crossed over the gate. I mean, he was in control of the situation.
Yeah, but it's been a while. I mean, fortunes of war can change quickly.
That's true. I mean, I was just telling Alex that he seemed to be okay when I crossed over.
What are you guys going to do?
I mean, I don't know how the gates work. Can we freely travel between them? Like, can I?
Wow, there was not even any magic point cost.